how do you there's many people in relationships out there or work situations where they're being ill-treated. They're not being treated as in a loving and kind manner. How do you what would you be your advice to them to handle those situations, or how would they get the love that they deserve?
I think this is why it's very important to understand what we need in life, purpose in life. Instead of asking for or expect their respect to us, why don't we build our own self-respect, self-love, self-satisfy, self-happiness? I use the word self just for communication, in inner happiness here. If we start to fight by ourselves inside here, we don't demand, we don't expect them to respect. We can be happy and we do our best. So whatever they think about us, they're their problems, not our problem. Even though they may show some rude actions, they may be impolite to us, but that is their own problems. People who show such kind of rude, impolite actions, conduct, they have problem in their mind. Normal people with good mood, we never do it. Only when we're bad mood, then we do it. So when they do to us, they're in bad mood. And who can be happy in bad mood? Correct.
So it's really a reflection upon their own.
Yeah. So we build up first our inner happiness. Think of things that we have done, good things that we are doing. We have self-confidence in ourselves. We love and we respect this self. And this is happy enough. For the other, it depends on them. You never know. They love or they hate. And maybe today they love us so much. Next year they hate us. So who knows?
So to love oneself. That's
love oneself first. Like, for example, this case in Thailand now, the previous Prime Minister, Mr. Thaksin. A few years ago, he's really popular on TV every day. All the politicians or the government officer, oh, good, Prime Minister, powerful, advanced, economy Thailand, good. Now they say big corruption. Now he become what they call criminals. Now he cannot come back to Thailand. So you say 2 years ago he very good. Now he's the most hated person in Thailand.
So he'd need to love himself to get through this.
Yeah. So that's why we cannot depend on what people think about us. So this is what we need to do. Find our inner peace, inner happiness.
I've got one last question to ask you. If you could do or offer one thing to humanity, what would that be?
Peace.
To bring peace to the world?
To let people come to the peace.
Okay.
Peace, inner peace, individual peace.
And do you think a lot of the issues that we've got will be resolved through that?
Of course, 100%. Problems in the world happen from one reason, no peacefulness. And why no peacefulness? Many things. But in conclusion, selfishness, ego, attachment to self. This is the main problem. But why no peace in the world? No peace individually. So, if people can understand the word self, non-self, selflessness, the peace, the word peace will happen. That is why I'm here, to practice the Dhamma myself and share whatever Buddhist teachings available for people looking for that inner peace.
Just one question that stems from that. You mentioned sometimes there's a bit of confusion between this. There's loving oneself and being selfish. Now, when do you take it? Where's that grey line? Because to say you love oneself can be seen as being selfish sometimes.
Yeah, can be. But if we start with understanding, this is one thing that we say, Majjhima Patipatha, middle way. We said that whatever we're doing, think first, bring no harm to oneself and cause no harm to others. Metta, loving kindness to oneself because of understanding that what this body and mind want, how to overcome attachment to this body and mind. So understand how to love oneself, not to feed desire of oneself. When we start to feed desire to oneself, we know that that is not called love.
So that's taking it beyond that.
Yeah, see, we must have understanding. What really called love oneself is not mean follow our desire. Sometimes desire to do something, we have to say no, don't do it. This is love, but we don't follow our desire, or say we don't spoil ourselves.
So it's not doing everything that comes into your mind.
No,
Okay.
that's because the mind has we call avijja, ignorance. As soon as no mindfulness, no awareness, ignorance come, and if we do it out of ignorance, that's the problems happen. We spoil oneself.
Okay. Thank you, Venerable Pramana. Thank you for that.